Welcome back, guys, to another MTGO Modern League with me, Magix, and yeah, we are going to rerun our Big Bird 4-color control deck. Let's go!
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Alright, here we go for the first match. Let's see how this will go. We are playing some of Fatal Push now over the 4th Path to Exile and the Assassin's Trophy, just to be a little bit cleaner. And we are playing some Cling to Dust, because they are also quicker to answer Uros and easier to resolve than Kaya's Guile. And here, in matchups where Kaya's Guile would be not good, we can use them at least to as a bad sync twice, kind of. So with this hand now, we're kind of looking for another land drop. I could enchant the Field of Ruin for the Ice-Fang, but I think we just go for the basic and enchant here. Hope they don't force this or anything. Alright, that worked out. And we find the land drop nonetheless. Pretty good. Now we have all colors available already. Bloodstainmire go. Could be Dredge or something, where Cling to Dust is at least a speed bump. We shall see. Maybe 4 Field of Ruin in a 4-color deck are also too greedy. Maybe I should go for only 3 instead. We shall see how this goes. Okay, shocks this in. Could be Death Shadow deck. Cling to Dust. Okay. You got me. The Cling to Dust mirror. Okay, plays a Bob. Yeah, let's actually push that now. Still fine with the land drop here. Maybe Cling to Dust can still be used as an answer against Kroxa. Then we don't draw a card, but in this case it gains some life. So even against Burn you can use that to dig for more life gain counter, or yeah, simply answer a creature like Seasoned Pyromancer. Alright. Pitches 2 lands, okay. Okay, find a snow-covered island here. And the Teferi. Just cycled a few lands, so we could use this simply to send the Pyromancer from where it came. Sure, he can loot again, but I think then, yeah, he spends his entire turn again just to play it. And upticking and running it into a Dreadbore doesn't seem that appealing. I could have maybe waited, but it's probably the only spell I really want to cast this turn. And this way he can't use it later. Okay. Picks Abrupt Decay, so maybe he has a Liliana in hand or something, but That isn't that threatening right now. We have the Cling to Dust going. If we just, here, play out our cards to draw extra. Dreadhorde, okay. So, yeah. He is big into using his graveyard, apparently. And kills Teferi, sure. Okay, then we just ship the turn back. With Cryptic up and Path to Exile against the Dreadhorde. Two unknowns. And the Seasoned Pyro again. Yeah, let's actually counter draw here. I think that is fine. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary. Can draw into that. Or use that later. We play out the third island here. We have drawn another Cryptic. I don't think I have to Cling to Dust necessarily on the Season Pyro here if he wants to ship his turn back with 5 mana up, right? And just create a few 1/1s. That is fine. A few land drops, we can also drop Yorion. I think we just hold up all of our instants here. Seems good. Okay, nothing. Weird. Yeah, sure. Alright. Put the Cryptic on top, I guess. And yeah, chain them together or something. We can still attack here. We are in the lead. We still have a Cling to Dust. In case we want to gain some life. Okay. Counter draw. Yep. Okay, then he's empty. And we still have a lot of juice here. Can prevent the next top deck with the Cryptic. So yeah, can shock in, I think. That's just pretty safe here. And we have 8 mana. Cling to Dust and Cryptic. And he concedes very well. Then we bring in Well of Summer. Ocean's Thief is nice against young Seasoned Pyro, I guess. But that's about it. Black-red, so they have Liliana of the Whale, maybe another Liliana, and probably Croxa. Probably Croxa. Lost against this last time. Maybe they also run Lingering Souls or something. Then Notion Thief is a little bit weaker. It's mainly there for the other Astrolabe decks, actually. I know that they sometimes run Boil after boarding, so I still want some mana leaks, I guess. Maybe we can cut down on one force and go with that. Let's try it. Okay. Yeah. Looks okay. I hope they don't go with a Fast Dark Confident. Alright. Might pick the Abundant Growth, actually, because it fixes our mana. Yep. He does that. We have drawn both Force of Negations here. That is awkward. More Inquisitions. Yep. Where is Spell of Summer when you need it? Even more discard? Hey. Alright. Picks our hand apart. No more answers. Now I just have land drops, so took all of our value away. Can't use Astrolabe yet, we have to wait another turn. Let's see if he plays a Season Pyro now. No, here comes a Croxa. Okay, you got my force. Do you have a land drop too? Yep, he has. So let's hope that we don't get boiled or anything. Reading Pool. I risk it. Let's fetch the White Source. He goes for Croxa now. That's good for him. Boil would also be good. We don't have much of anything anymore because of triple discard. Excuse me, triple discard, but well, if he doesn't have it, or just... of course he has it. Yeah, now I rammed him into it. Great. Yeah. Path to Exile would be okay, I guess. Or Fatal Push or anything. No. The deck decides that it wants to have lands in hand. So we have at least 3 more turns. Could have drawn a lot of gas, but no, we just cycle into land drops here. Can't do much about that. Now he is in the driver's seat. Yep. Of course. Well, we won't be able to keep these 2 cards. So yeah, nothing I could really do in the end, because he was on the play and could have only forced these Thoughtseizes, but then that would have also been too late. Maybe Uro gets us back into this game if he doesn't have 8. If he has a bolt. No, okay. Yeah, I mean, we would draw a removal here. I guess that would be okay. We have to discard Uro to play around Bolt. If he has the Cling to Dust, yeah, then can only try and draw into a removal spell and hope that he misses the Lightning Bolt effects. What now? Okay, yeah, we go to 3. Then you can't Bolt anyways. So let's see. A land drop. That ain't it. That ain't it. Come on. Still have a chance to draw into removal spell here. Nope. Yeah, then we are dead. Unless we draw into something now, because he can make us sack and yeah, go from there. So come on. So he makes us sack and then we take the damage. Damn. If I don't Field of Ruin him and Rampin in this damn Croxer, I think the game would have been the other way around, but I failed, so took the L there. Yeah, let's try it again. Let's see how much discard he has this time around. Probably runs 8 copies. Okay. No play. Okay, next turn we have the Cryptics. Maybe he runs Season Pyro out now. This thing. I hate it. Damn it, we would have drawn another basic island to hold up the Cryptic Command. Now we can't even path our own Snapcaster Mage, because we control the spell, and here can still search. If he now runs out the Season Pyro, I can't counter it anymore, and he has the tokens. Yep. Yep. How I know what they are playing. Damn it. Always the same. Okay, now we have still a chance to get rid of it. That was good. We have at least Cryptic up. Yeah, let's go with the forest first in case he will squeeze a boil in or something. And at least we still have 2 blue. Fetch now, so that he can't do something in response to the fetch trigger. Sure. No, we can't Mystic Sanctuary yet, but I think it's still okay. There we can. Okay. Again, doing it now, so he can't get us later and make our mana perfect here. And Uro can't hold up Cryptic with that, and I don't want to run it out into a Cling to Dust. But if I stack the trigger correctly, we can do it without him maybe being able to squeeze Cling to Dust in. So that would be great. Then we have an Uro going. He has another one. Okay. That's fair. Still have the big bird too, if we want. Maybe this time he helps us. If he doesn't have another Cling to Dust here, then we have enough in the bin now to get this Uro going. And we have a Cling to Dust for his Croxa. So that seems good. And a Snap to protect it from Liliana. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need this fetch land. But that could also put the Cryptic on top. 2, 3, 4, 5. But we can't play that in this turn anyways, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is bad. Still want to hold up these two. Should not have fetched like that. Damn it. Yeah, I have to do it like this now. Not that we find another fetch land now. Would have shocked in there. Yeah, maybe we don't need the Whale of Summer yet. Let's get rid of his Croxa instead of Whale of Summer. Okay. In this case, let's actually block here. Preserve some life totals. Okay, we can bounce that. And if he just uses one of his Cling to Dust to exile the Uro, so be it. Okay. Slowly filling the graveyard here again. Yes. And he's also in top deck mode, and we still have the big bird, so... okay, never mind. Then he draws again. Okay, that is a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always mana short. That is the sad thing. Alright. Now he can't discard us anymore in this turn. Now he has to use Cling to Dust or we get the Uro back. But that is fine. That gives us more time here. Because then we can put the big bird into our hand and prepare that, unless he has a Thoughtseize. Yes. I'll draw a big Teferi, why not? Five. Alright, I'll ship it back. If he just spends his turn making a few Pyromancer tokens, that's fine. If he plays a Croxar, we can pit the Teferi and counter it on its escape. And I'll definitely counter that one. That was the second one. Do we have another one? Now comes the boil, as expected. He runs it. So, well, good thing I fetched out some non-islands. Let's actually brainstorm. Try to find more lands. Very well. Okay, ship the turn back. If he bolts the Jace, we have another Jace. Place another boil, we only lose an island. Sure. There are our Cling to Dust going away forever. What is your next top deck? We can still catch another Skelemental with the DK here. That seems good. Okay, he does nothing. Then we can kill this castle finally. We don't need this other Jace now. I don't think we have to Field of Ruin yet, but we also don't need the big bird yet. I think we go for the field shuffle here and get rid of his draw engine. Recover some blue mana. Do we have to? No, we don't have to go for the blue mana. Yeah, it's out of the deck anyways. Let's go for non-blue lands here. That's fine. He probably runs 2 to 3 boils or something. You can't. I have the Teferi. Ah, he wants to use the Season Pyro. Yeah, that is okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Has to attack the Teferi. He goes for the Jace. Ah, okay, and then pumps the team. Okay. There. We block for the Jace. Alright. Draw. Finding some good lands here. Has one more turn to kill this big Teferi, so I think if we just protect it from removal, that would be good enough. Alright, well, let's see what he has. Hopefully not another Skelemental. Blue, colorless, blue. Okay, last card in hand. An Ashiok. Yeah. That's game. Alright, nice. We have beaten the boil. That feels always great. Fighting through all the hate, boil, cling to dust, what have you. Yeah, okay. At least a cycle. And some clunky spells in hand. Maybe it's a control mirror or something. What a loosey keep. 4-drop the 5-drop. Playing against Storm or something? We need a Fatal Push. Or an early Stormlord. Or a Decay or something. Alright. Yeah, it's Storm, I guess. Are you missing land drops? No. He's not. Keeps open a blue mana, maybe for opt or something. Let's actually fetch first. Okay, we find the removal. And we find a force. Let's at least ramp ahead here. Yep. So we have path and force for the next turn in case he tries to go off, but don't think that is likely. Now we have too much path. Need more land drops and or counter spells. Yes. I guess we have to suck it up. Hope that we find a land drop or something. Yep, okay. That helps. Did not go for a gifts in response, so maybe he has another one. Okay. So how likely is it that I can ever tap out in the near future? Like, can we squeeze in a Cling to Dust here over the Uro? Is that a line that makes sense? Because I kind of want to hold up stuff here. If I go for Teferi now, we can't hold up Force of Negation anymore. That is unfortunately the case. Because I miss another land drop. So I think the safest line would be Uro, holding up the two removal spells with Force of Negation and go from there. But that sucks if he plays another Stormlord. Because we tap out all of our colored sources. That is really rough here. We saw a good turn to drop a bomb and force him to do something instead of sitting here. But if I'm too greedy, we lose this still. Yeah, maybe we have to play it still safe. It sucks, but probably need more counter spells and land drops before we go for a win. Well, would have drawn into another Teferi to pitch. Couldn't know that. Damn it. That was such a good turn to try it. Now we are sitting here and we can't do a lot. So I think we'll now try and simply find more cards he might gift us here. Yeah, so go away, Uro. Playing Think Twice instead. Now he can gifts or remand. Remand. Okay, find a Veto now. That is not bad. I hope you also find a land drop or something. Nope. That will be a risky turn here. It seems to me that he doesn't have another Stormlord. I think he would have played that. So he has 6 cards in hand. He needs to have other gifts ungiven or something. If he taps too low here, he can't go off anymore. That was a fast slide. Land drop. 5 more. Come on, give me this turn. Okay, yeah, seems very good. He tapped very low now, and we can Dovin's Veto the next play, so now with the Teferi on board, it feels good again. Now I can hope that we draw into more gas or mana. First ritual shouldn't matter, right? If he plays another one, he has only 1 red floating, so I think that is fine. Then we counter this one. Then he shouldn't be able to play something. And here, he has used up 2 resources here. And the graveyard fills again for the Cling to Dust. That is very good. Now we don't have any counter spells anymore, though. We'll find another Cling to Dust. Alright. Come on, give me counter spells or something. Nope, just more land drops, you say? He has main deck Empty the Warrens, we can still answer that. At least, and we have double removal for the Stormlord. So he needs to have a Stormlord. Maybe more rituals Past in Flames, but there is no gifts in the graveyard, so... Yes, okay. Okay, all the rituals. Okay. Does he have an Past in Flames now? Then we need to double Cling to Dust and take his cantrips away. No, okay, he goes for Grape Shot. That is fair. Probably kills the Teferi. Stone count is not high enough to kill us in one step, I think. Can still gain 3 life if we have to. And he has only one more card in hand. What is it? Past in Flames with 1 red in the graveyard. Yeah, perfect. Then I think we have this, because we just exile the Past in Flames with the Cling to Dust, and then we win. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Cling to Dust so far doing God's work. How good is Notion Thief? It stops all his cantrips. You can flash it in, and it might stop Manamorphose in the clutch turn. That seems okay. Maybe Aether Gust is fine, maybe Mystical Dispute is fine, just having more counter spells. I think we have ever time to really go for an Uro or something. Especially not on the draw. Probably have to keep 5 spot removals. Abrupt Decay can also deal with Aria of Flames if they still play that. All the other cards are pretty risky. I don't think we need the clunky Planeswalkers to win. I think that if we build the counter wall and eventually tap out for Yorion, that is plenty to win this game. Not that fond of the Cryptics. Let's go all in on the counters on the draw. Try to play mostly the flash game and outvalue him with Mystic Sanctuary lines and the Notion Thief, which stops all his cantrips. Okay, yeah. Counter spell and a removal spell. Hope he doesn't go for early Empty the Warrens. Alright. Counter spells are not the best here. We need cheaper ones. Or Weight of Summer to protect them from Mystical Dispute. Yeah. So his Storm version doesn't run fetch lands, so I don't expect him to have Whale of Summer. Alright. Could still draw into Mystical Dispute, I guess. If he remans that, so be it. Time Raveler, yeah. Okay. No play here. Then let's see what happens. Okay. Maybe he's just searching for land drops. Okay, has one. Is this a gifts now? Okay. So he has a mystical dispute in hand, obviously. Where's my Well of Summer? That would counter that without question. Put the chosen cards into your graveyard. Usually I would give him the mana into the graveyard, but since he has used one ritual... I mean, he could use the Past in Flames for some value, but... this is the most expensive. Yeah, maybe I take the mana still. He needs a creature to make the Manamorphose good. There is the creature. Okay. What will be his play here? Okay, let's tap him then, so be it. And he has 4 mana again. Sure. Okay. Doesn't seem like anything is really coming this turn. Another goblin. Yeah, let's try and run out his mystical dispute. He doesn't have several of them. And maybe still counter the Past in Flames. Can also drop the Teferi and bounce that. Okay, he lets it happen. Okay. Yet another weird turn. Now we have a decay. To go lower, unfortunately. Building up decay and Archmage Charm here. What is that? Pieces of the puzzle. Okay, that is fine. We have the decay for that. And there we gain some life back. That is good. I take the value. And you can see it's... Yeah, told you, Abrupt Decay is really good right now in the meta. From killing Ren and 6s to Time Ravelers, Aria of Flames, Ozolids, even Swords or Stoneforge Mystics, it's all good. Chalice of the Void. Right now there are really a lot of matchups where you will nearly always find a target for the DK. Lilianas, Urus, if you have to. Maybe even Narsets. Did not draw the Notion Thieves though, wanted to try them out. Okay, next match. So far so good. Alright. That's an awkward hand. These Field of Ruins sometimes are really not that great. I think I mulligan this. I keep the crazy Hero of Dominaria Cryptic hands, but ship those here away. I think we can keep that. Cling to Dust not that great right now. Need an Astrolabe or Abundant Growth to make it good. I can probably play that. Okay. Also plays 4 color, maybe. Okay, now we find fetch lands at least. That we can fetch out a black source. Can mana leak a Teferi if that will be his play. So it could also be still Sultai. Place an Uro out. Yeah, okay. Might have to get a Watery Grave now. Okay, 5 mana. Let's see if he wants to counter that. Nope, okay. But now I'm drawing far too much lands for my taste. There's really a problem here. Shove that into to bluff. I have a Cryptic. That is rough. So it's actually a Wilderness Reclamation deck. That is a rough matchup because of Factor Fictions all the time. But if I mana leak here... both of these find Mystic Sanctuary to put Factor Fiction back on top. That's really a rough card. You can't answer that with Notion Thief, unfortunately. And never mind, he has another Mystic Sanctuary in hand. And just redraws it, and yeah, we never really have any foothold into this game because we only have one mana leak here. That is the rough thing. We have at least 2 mana leaks. So he has Factor Fiction plus these two. Yeah, now he has the Reclamation too. Feels like a bad matchup, designed to beat other control decks. Can't do really anything against that. This is kind of like an endless loop here that I can't break through right now. Yeah, at this point we are dead. It's only seeing more cards of his deck, so he has infinite mana. I want to see how he kills us, maybe with more Uros or something. Because he still has to win somehow. I mean, eventually he will get infinite turns. I get that, but yeah, maybe I can't break him anymore. We'll just continue drawing cards. Answer is whatever we are trying to do, and eventually he will get to the Uros, I guess. So did he draw it? Okay. Come on, kill me! Kill me somehow! Draw 2, okay. Like, I'm not playing anything into his counter spells, so he does not have anything. He does not have anything, so whatever. We can just sit here and draw up to 7 cards again. Try a window to drop the Teferi. Yeah, sure. Okay, now he found something. So let's see. He went for my black sources and I have tapped the black source. Now I can't cling to dust. But I guess he would stack this correctly, right? And he still has at least these 2 counters in hand. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I can't really intervene. So yeah, he has me now. That's fine. Well, probably need all the counter spells. Abrupt Decay can maybe answer an Ashiok. Fatal Push is probably too cute, because he also will have Whale of Summer and stuff. He brings in Graveyard Hate, probably won't need Supreme Verdict. I want to contain his Mystic Sanctuaries, but that is not that easy. Mana Leak effects really seem kind of weak. Aether Gust can answer his Uros on the stack, his Ice-Fangs on the stack, Wilderness Reclamation, maybe a Whale of Summer. Notion Thief can at least work against everything but Factor Fiction. Maybe we cut one path. Still not the best, maybe 2 copies is enough. Maybe we can cut one land here. And then we start with our second land and all the Time Ravelers in the hand. Yeah, maybe I find another one. We are definitely the dog in this matchup. Okay, so next turn we can drop the Time Raveler. See if he has something or not. Let's check for remand. Okay, that's fair. So he does not have a mystical dispute apparently. Maybe he has only Whale of Summers, something. Okay, that was a good draw. We try it again. So he can't drown in the Lock Us because we only have 2 lands in the graveyard. Okay, then I think we uptick here in case he drops Wilderness Reclamation, but we could also still answer that with Aether Gust and then these cards available. Do we draw a card now in case he has an Abrupt Decay or something? How likely is that though? I think we uptick for now. Fuck. Fuck! I knew it! Ah! I'm even talking about it and don't do anything. So let's see if he has now Force or something. Let's see if he has a Mystical Dispute too. Nope. Alright. Can't decay the Jace. Now we are still forced to answer Reclamation. And he's nearly out of cards, so I hope that this is good enough. Yeah, seems like it. And like that. And a Whale of Summer too. Alright, should still have drawn one more card with the Teferi here. But yeah, if he stumbles on land drops, then we have the window to get in it. And there's another Teferi. Yeah, well then. Third one incoming. Yep. Okay, so this was the ticket to victory. Maybe we can squeeze out this last game. Is there anything I want to change? Like, the Teferis are still good. He has to have the Abrupt Decay. And even then we can maybe answer that with the Aether Gust too. Could be good. But yeah, I don't want to go too heavy on the sorcery tap out things. So 2 Urus, the Teferis, 1 Ashiok to contain his his Urus and the Mystic Sanctuaries a little bit. And the Notion Thief is good enough, I think. And the Jace, I mean, Notion Thief has at least Flash. He probably doesn't have good removal for it. Only Cryptic Bounce, really. Unless we don't want to run that into an Ice-Fang, of course. But it seems okay. Let's try it again. And hope that he doesn't have the perfect hand. I really have mana problems here. As much as I would love to hold this, I think that's too greedy. That looks a little bit better. At least we have 2 cantrips here. I don't think we need the decay yet. I didn't see any 3 mana permanents. So let's keep it like that. Hope that we draw some lands for the Teferi. Nope, not yet. Nope. I hate losing games to Screw, but come on, give me at least 3 land drops. Smells like an Ice-Fang. Yeah, fuck, you got me. Like he knew it. Like he knew it. Brutal, I tell you. That is horrendously brutal here. It's not like I have cutted 5 lands or something. Okay. Sometimes you are not supposed to get there, I guess. Sometimes it's simply not meant to be. Okay, no land drop. Maybe we have a ticket back into this game. Nope, we don't. Just don't draw lands. We still were on the draw and had 2 cantrips here, so... Nope. Okay, we have 16 cards into the deck and only have seen 2 land drops, so... What can you do? Yes, kill me with those snacks. Okay, I am fed up. Okay. 60 cards in, so in the top 20 we would have, at the 20th position, at position number 60, we would have found the next land drop, but yeah. Probably never cut a land again. Felt like this third game was winnable, all in all. His hand wasn't that stellar, and if we just find the land drops, could have held up most of our interaction. Now you get this hand perfectly with action, land, action, land, action, land, action. Sometimes I question if MTGO is real. Or if there is the occasional screw up button, like every 5 leaks. It puts one of these games where it says, come on, I have to simulate paper too, so eventually I will screw you over. Yeah, now we hit the land drops. Okay, hope that Mana Leak and Ice-Fang are good on the play. Maybe we play against humans and the sand looks horrible. Oh, look, we play against Dredge, I think. Don't have a good Dredge matchup, I guess. Unless we find Uros and Cryptics. Let's hope he doesn't have a 2-mana enabler too. Or that he misses land drops. Nope, does not miss land drops. Here comes the reunion, and then we are dead. Don't have a force here, unfortunately. Okay, Loam. Teferi or Ice-Fang. What can they play at instant speed? Probably not a lot. But dropping the Teferi now would mean that we could potentially use Verdict as an instant. So I think I go for Teferi here. There's nothing to block yet, there's nothing that has haste yet. I don't think they can mill over to Creeping Chill plus a Bloodghast. It is unlikely, I mean they could do it, but we shall see. Did not find a force or something. Would have still be good against the Loam. Where are the forces when you need them? Damn it. First Creeping Chill? What is that? There are 2 reunions, okay. So just recast the Loam. With Bloodstained Mire or what? Yeah, apparently. Still didn't find a force. So we will definitely brainstorm and try to find a force. Uro would still be okay, I think. Maybe Cryptic is good with a Sanctuary. But we always need the force to protect us from, for example, Conflagrate and stuff, so only land drops. Alright, do your worst. Okay, now he has an Imp too, so countering Loam doesn't do anything anymore. Stinkweed will find action. So now we have to find Uro and Cryptic lock with a force back up. I think then we can still win. But that is the only option we really have. Lands in hand. No Uros yet, no Cryptic, no forces. Okay. At least no other Creeping Chill here. Only Bloodghast plus Necromy Bar. We're still at 11, so they don't have haste. When I fetch again, they will have, though. Can counter a Hardcast Conflagrate to kill the Planeswalkers, if they have that. So we know that they have 2 lands in hand. They didn't end the Stinkweed Imp. They didn't dredge the Life from the Loam, so... Comes the Bloodghast. So 1 more land drop and Stinkweed Imp in hand. 5 unknowns. Not cast an Ox. Discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. I don't want that, so let's counter that for now. Now it starts. I need life gain or something here. Go away, Path to Exile. You're not helping me right now. This is Dredge Escape 8, right? Yeah, 8, okay. There's the Sanctuary, but that is not what I need right now. I have to shuffle, like... This stuff doesn't bring me anywhere. Man, 3rd Brainstorm. Don't find the cards I need. That is the downside of the 80 card deck, I guess. Right, now he has Loam, Stinkweed in hand. Let's see where he attacks. All a Jace probably. We draw the Sanctuary. Yeah, it's bad because they get haste now. That makes them so dangerous. Come on, draw me into Cryptic or something. Okay. Now we only need another fetch land for the Sanctuary lock at least, and then the Force of Negation to protect us from the Life Drain and Conflagrate. Then we can still get there. Alright. Still no force. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, untap. Hope he doesn't rip. Insanely good. So he has no more dredgers in the graveyard here. Okay, he had... What did he dredge? Did I miss something? Golgari Thug. Okay, yeah, I missed something. Okay, then we go to 7. So he has Suck, Imp, and Loam in his hand, I guess. And land, okay. So 3 dredgers. This triggers the Blood Gust. Can't prevent that anymore. Yeah, we might as well die now. Because I failed to hit the Force of Negation to protect us from Conflagrate if he gets it here. With one of these Oxes, so... You know... Go wild. So I still need an Uro, Mystic Sanctuary, and Force of Negation, I think, just to be safe. If we find this combination, we can win game 1 against Dredge. Okay, he picks up 3 lands. Does he have a Conflagrate already in hand? Because he has to pitch them to the Ox anyways, if he goes for that. Or is it just to make the Blood Gusts come back? Okay, that is not that threatening. Can just bounce it with a Teferi. Oh, come on, deck. Come on, deck. Okay, there is the Mystic Sanctuary, but... it's still not enough, I fear. If I fetch here, we die against the Creeping Chills that are left in his deck. He has still a Stinkweed Imp in the bin. Man, I know that there's only shit on top of our deck, so we have to use Field of Ruin, I guess. That brings back his Blood Gust, but he has the land drops anyways, so I don't think that matters too much. Let's go for the Black Source. Probably has a forest? No, okay, he doesn't have any more lands there. Come on, where is the Uro? There it is, okay. With that, I think we are out of it. Only really need the Force of Negation to be clean. There it is. Okay, yeah, now it looks good. Okay, never mind. That feels good now. Can pitch this other Jace. And we are at 10. I guess the DK is not needed. Okay. Dredges the other imp, I guess. But the creatures won't matter. Now it's only surviving his non-combat damage sources. Okay. Nothing in this turn, apparently. Then we can still use our removal here. Sure. Blood Gusts come back. Yes. 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 Then we drop the Uro into play. Okay, he goes for the Ox. No, does not go for it. I think I'm fine with the Ox now. Like he has 2 more Creeping Chills. Sure, then we go to 4. Okay, I'm also fine with the Imp. Yeah, might as well spend the cards here. And we have the Cling to Dust. But he has 2 cards in his graveyard. Let's take the Loam out. Oh, and he concedes. Okay. Okay. Dredge. I don't know how good Notion Thief is in this matchup, but I think Dredge is a replacement effect, just like for Narset, so it shouldn't stop dredging. Dredge, what do we need? The Teferi Time Raveler is probably too weak. Maybe the Aether Gusts are even fine to counter some of his enablers. The Ashioks are fine, and Timely can be okay, I guess. And the Teferis can go probably the Fatal Pushes or the Decays. Decay would be fine on the play to kill a Horn, but on the draw I think that's too slow. Verdict is only good if you combine it with Ashioks. What other cards can we bring in though? Like, I don't think the Notion Thief does a lot. Only can cut a Fatal Push. This hand doesn't have anything. Need at least something to either stop him or catch one of his earlier enablers. Yeah, that has at least an Ashiok. Yeah, maybe he has a slow start, let's see. Okay, he also has Graveyard Hate, but did not take any other mulligans. Cling to Dust would be pretty good turn 1, I guess. Do you have Nature's Claim or something? No, okay. No Haggle. How the name is from the Run Mana loot. So do you have a Reunion here? And we are 1 turn too slow, of course. Nope, okay. No play yet. That is a good sign for us. A good sign for the home team. Still only drawing lands. Yes, Assassin's Trophy or something. Or he kept a weird hand. Still don't have a mana leak or something here. What is that? Hardcast Stinkweed Imp. Okay. Do we hold up the Archmage Charm or do we drop the Ashiok yet? I think that the Ashiok doesn't do anything but preventing a fetch here, which isn't that important. Like, if we can get the Imp here with the Ice-Fang and then drop the Ashiok, where it doesn't seem that he has a Haggle or something, that could be good. So let's try that. Try to get his enabler here. Yeah, destroy that creature. Okay, this is not death touch, but a weird trigger. Okay. So what is up over there? Nothing. Nothing, you say? Yeah, sure. Mana is not our bottleneck. Okay, got an Ox, a Crumeber, an X, something. Next turn we can drop a Jace. No Jace anymore. Maybe I should have used Archmage Charm last turn, but I couldn't if he always goes for the Nature's Claim in response to the fetch, so yeah, couldn't deal with that then. But yeah, now he took our Jace, which is unfortunate here. Okay, but we find a Cryptic. And just chip the turn back. Unless he draws something very potent. I think we have it here. Feels good winning the game against Dredge, but it's sad that the deck decided to don't give us any land in the top 20 cards where we needed it in this kind of mirror match. That is sad. Wanted to play that out. And another imp. Sure. Oh, okay. What would we drawn? We would have drawn the Fatal Push and the Sanctuary for the Cryptic. Alright. Okay, last match. Maybe I can do the obligatory 4-1. Seems to be, I have upgraded. Seems like I have upgraded from 3-2s to 4-1s all the time. Never lucky enough to get the trophy, or good enough. The mana is Arc Ward, but we can't cast everything eventually, so let's go. Catch our Triome here, and then after the Triome we go for the Sanctuary or Plains. Seems like it's burn. So we will drop the Plains next, I guess. We draw the Triumph now, that would be very, very unlucky. I guess it's worthy risk. Perfect, okay. At least the next land drop is secured. Archmage Charm. Not a good hand against burn because of the mana mostly. Else it would have been okay. Fatal Push on top. Abundant Growth. EX. That is ugly. Now let's hope that we draw another removal spell. Nope. We don't do that, so we'll take infinite damage here. Should I have let this Goblin Guide survive? Not sure. Okay, he didn't play anything. So at least no other creature. Cryptic Command. That ain't good. Come on, just drop your damn spells. Only one Boros Charm, didn't even cycle the Sunbag Canyon. Weird. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. I think I have to cycle and maybe find another card for this force. Okay. You're saying we have a chance. Maybe he is really flooded out or something, because he didn't drop any other creatures and didn't play any 2 spells in his turn or at our end step twice now. So... Sure. Does attack the Jace though. Astrolabe again. Okay. I think we sack the Jace now actually. Prepare for the Uro. Maybe sandbags Skullcrack or something. Searing Blaze. Okay. Yeah, maybe he has a lot of those in hand. That could also be the case. So he has 4 cards now. One is an Eidolon, a few unknowns. Abrupt Decay. Getting the Uro out is only +1 really. And gives him another target for Searing Blazes. Honestly, I guess I just ship the turn back one more time. And use maybe Cling to Dust after killing his Eidolon. I think he holds onto the Sunbake Canyon way too long, honestly. Oh, we need a black mana. Yeah! Yeah. Probably fine. We still have the 2 Astrolabes. Okay, the Eidolon is gone. Now we can use Cling to Dust and still have a Force in hand. Or just go for the Uro. It's 3 cards in hand. I think we just go for the Uro and hold up Force. Play the Teferi first. Okay, now we did draw a card though. Maybe that was too greedy. Bet he has more Searing Blazes, like he didn't play any cards out in these last few turns, so it can only be Searing Blazes, I'm pretty sure at this point. Okay, then we go to 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 1. Playing out the Uro now would give us a blocker, but let's wait. 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, okay. Wait, he can't play anything else in our end step, so let's fill the graveyard up, I guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. Alright, and even a Snapcaster Mage. So he still needs 2 burn spells to get us. Can't Searing Blaze us here. Alright. Okay, if we would have not drawn this fetch land, I guess I would have just traded the Teferis against each other. But this is also fine. Four, five. All right. And I guess he now attempts the double Searing Blaze or something. But we can counter 1. So we fall to 7, and I don't think this last card can deal 7 damage, so yeah, I think we have it now. Yep. Maybe he has a Lightning Bolt? Okay, fair. We are still at 7. We have the Teferis going for us, so it still feels okay. He can never overload us really, because he only has 5 mana and we have Liltef in hand, so I think in the end we squeezed it out because he had 3 Searing Blazes and we had Cling to Dust. So we were not dependent on Uro. There is the luck that we missed in the game against the Reclamation deck, I guess. Alright. He's not doing anything. But we only have to wait for the hero to get bigger. Yeah, and every card we pitch into the graveyard helps to grow the Uro, I guess, so could take 2 and path here, and then we can do it. Go back up to 8. That is fine. Alright. Oh, wrong. We need blue mana, of course. Green, green. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go back up to 8. Alright, one more turn and then we have it. I don't think he can kill us here through 3 counters and 2 removal spells and a blocker. So, seems pretty good. Okay, that won't even resolve because of the Teferi. Alright. Does not want to concede yet. So I think I have learned and press the left one to keep now. And yeah, this time I did it correctly. I learned from the last time. Alright, fine enough. Don't know why he doesn't concede. It's not like I will ever time out against a burn deck. Maybe it's just frustration or something. Oh well. Let's put out the clunky 4 drops, bring in Aether Gust and Timely, and that's about it. Need the spot removal. I like Cling to Dust, Uro, of course. Guess that the fairies are too slow all in all. The Jace was good because of Eidolon, and Brainstorm can also dig you towards life gain, I guess. Yeah, that's it for now. I don't have any more sideboard cards here, I guess. Notion Thief only stops their cantrip lands, but yeah, maybe it can still trade with a creature or something, so it's probably better than something else. Well, kind of the same hand as last time. Smells like an Eidolon turn 1. Turn 2. Or he has Shattering Spree now, or something like that. That is just another Lightning Bolt in the end, most of the times. Can path the Eidolon this time. Okay, he must have drawn that just this turn. Alright. I would love to trade with the Swift Spear, but it's not a given that we can do that. So he has 4 cards in hand and we are at 12 life. Okay, 3 are lands at least. That is really annoying. Guess we counter that then. Puts it on top, okay. Then we take 2. The Swift Spear. Go to 9. Now we have to block without Death Touch though. Yeah. Probably too slow this time around. Oh yeah. So if he has another 1-mana spell, he gets us, I guess. Yep, okay, he has it. Can't do anything against that. Never found the turn for Cling to Dust. Okay. Let's try the same in the last game here. To do our best to get the 4-1. Hey, find some fatal pushes finally, the opening hand. Ah, come on. Damn you, deck. God, this is ugly. This is horrible. Once again, the lands don't cooperate, so maybe the mana base is not correct or something. Seems like it will be a 3-2 this time. Maybe Timely buys some time and virtual card advantage, but this time he keeps... no, still a hand without a 1-drop, I guess. But we don't find the land drop. Wanted to keep the business so that we don't flood out, but maybe that's wrong. If I knew that, I would have pitched the Snapcaster Mage. That's pretty rancid. Alright. So be it. Come on, give me a land drop for the Teferi. Okay, that is a land drop for the Teferi. And we have instant speed Timelies, and he can't Skullcrack that anymore, and we can bounce an Eidolon back to hand. So unless he goes with a Swift Spear plus Bolt on the Teferi, this is good, and even then it gained 3 life, so maybe he kept a weak hand and we still have a chance, but on average I should lose this, feels like. Yeah, we can't play at our end step anymore, so Snapcaster Mage will be good eventually, I guess. I hope that he plays a creature for the Timely. Nope, he doesn't. What a weird game again. So rest in peace for unknowns. There's a Swift Spear. No, we can't go with a Timely anymore, because I don't take the Teferi. That is what I feared. Boros Charms the Teferi. Nope. Come on, tap low. So rest in peace, 2 unknowns. 2 redraws though. Okay, here comes the rest in peace. You know what, let's actually protect the Teferi here. I think it has enough value next turn that this is a line we can take. We can also take away one of his cycle lands. There's the white source. Then we soon prepare our big bird here. Therefore, mulligan to 5 on the play. That's probably the best we can do here. So he has to play the spells pre-combat when he, if he wants to grow the Swift Spear. Exquisite Firecraft. think I can play the Timely still as a flash spell, right? That should still be the case. Then he has Skullcrack available, so let's do it now. Like, okay, you got the Teferi. At least we have the blocker. Yeah, that is so a line. That was a good play by him. And he still has Searing Blazes in the deck. Wow. Yeah, that can take the Swift Spear. But then we delay the bird another turn. And we just have to find some more interaction. That is not what I wanted. That is fine though. Alright, so still hanging tight here, but he has 3 cards in hand now. And we still haven't a win in sight. Yep, go to 9. To 6. Go to 5. Will he have exactly Boros Charm in hand? 1 is gone. Oh, okay, we're still at 5, never mind, I miscounted. Puts it on the bottom, okay. Doesn't want any more creatures, I guess. We can still draw counter spells here. So now we kind of did unmulligan. Hopefully we don't draw Cling to Dust right now. Ice-Fang. Push is good though. Please don't double bolt me. Okay, a land drop. So we have our opening now, I guess. Come on, draw counter spell. Nope. Come on, draw counter spell. Come on, deck. Need some mana. Something. This is not something. I need a counter spell. Come on, a good one, not a mana leak one. I don't get it. I just don't get it here. Damn it! Please draw a creature. Yes, thank you. Whew. Still don't have lethal though. No, we have. No, we don't have. Ah, this is so tight. Damn it, there's the force. There is the force. Push it. Go away. Please have another rest in peace in hand. Damn it. Alright. If he draws Firecraft, we can't get him. But we have at least a force in hand now. Force and path. So we have the creature covered and any counter spell but the uncounterable one. That is what it comes down to. Alright, then kill me. So an Exquisite Firecraft gets us because I don't have Aether Gust here. Ha! Ha! Yes! We got it! Okay, we lucked out there in the end, after a mulligan to 5. The Time Raveler has pulled us out of the game once more. It also gained 4 life, so that was clutch. Yeah. Let me quickly switch back to the deck list. There we go. So, once more, and 4-1. Had some issues with the land drops, sometimes with the mana, but it is to be expected, and the cost of the 4 colors, I guess. So, was white worth it? I guess Teferi says yes, but that was probably the only card really. I guess the hero was good in a few games, but that could have been any Planeswalker, I guess. Any Planeswalker that ends the game, so yeah, it was mainly this Teferi that was pretty important once again. Else I would say that Sultai seems pretty solid. I liked the Cling to Dust, they were good. Pretty cheap, usually at least a cantrip, and with the escape you have at least an overpriced thing twice when you can't tap out for Uru. But they kind of work against each other, so the graveyard will be taxed this way. We never fought in the real mirror match. I guess the Reclamation deck matchup would have been a good test run for the Notion Thief, but we never drew it there. The main thing is that in the mirror matches, you kind of bought out most of the removal spells, right? And yeah, you can see how many cantrip effects banned decks and other Sultai decks usually run between Astrolabe, Ice-Fang, Uro, sometimes the Fairies, Jaces, right? So Notion Thief has a pretty good value there. It can't be forced or anything. If they tap out and you don't have to fear Ice-Fang, you can still attack for 3, so it also pressures their Planeswalkers. It can be pitched to force. It can't be forced by them. It can't be decayed. It can't be pushed that easily, also because you have Whale of Summer, of course, to protect it. And yeah, whenever they tap down, maybe for Jace or something, you get some extra draw here. That is the dream. There are also other matchups like Tron, where it's simply a good flash beater and is stopping their mana X there. They're cycling, so sometimes it has just some good value. But yeah, I think the main reason to run it is actually any kind of band deck or Astrolabe deck, I would say. You could also run Narset, Pater of Whales, but that is a sorcery speed card, so harder to resolve. It also can be forced if you really want to drop it, so I think that the flash here on the Notion Thief is a little bit better, also given that, again, the removal is mostly boarded out. Yeah, besides that, most of the times you want Fatal Push actually over Path to Exile. There is not a lot you want to path. Maybe an Uro after it hits the battlefield, but then it's usually already very bad value. Maybe the occasional Wormcoil engines from the big Tron decks. Maybe a Primeval Titan, but that is also a card that you never really want to hit the battlefield, or rarely. So sometimes the path has value, but it's not that important right now, so maybe I can see even going up to 4 Fatal Pushes, maybe reworking the mana base a little bit, so that we can also change out the Supreme Verdicts for maybe Dead of Winter, because there are mostly no Merfolk or Death Shadow decks anyways, so the uncounterable isn't that important. And Dead of Winter has the advantage that it only costs 3, so you can use it earlier, or it's easier to hold up the counterspell alongside it. Yeah, and the Dovin's Veto is also not really necessary, just could be a Deprive, could be then a Counter Squall, or just a Negate, or whatever. Could also be another mana leak that is up in the air, and I have seen lists that run the 5-mana Ashiok instead of Teferi. I guess Teferi is still the better card, but you could also just run 3 Jaces and just kick the Teferis out. Make the deck even a little bit lower to the ground. But yeah, I mean, just another 4-1. Since the companion got nerfed, I get my 4-1s left and right. No more 3-2s, but also no 5-0s, so can't complain. Still pretty good all in all. I have a lot of fun. We even have beaten a boil today, so that feels great. And yeah, I think the deck all in all covers most of what the meta is doing. Just have to hit your land drops on time. Don't draw too many, don't draw too few. Draw the right cards at the right time, like always with these control decks where you have wrong half, right? But yeah, I think it's pretty good all in all. It's grindy. It gets not that easily overrun by humans or something like that, because we have so much spot removal, and then still mass removal. Archmage Charm can be cycled or steal a creature, so yeah, it's pretty good overall. I like it. So it's fun. I also like the decays, like the last time, answering Planeswalkers. We were this time on the other receiving end, where our Time Raveler got also decayed, but it's pretty good to have in this Time Raveler meta, kind of. And there's nearly always a good target for it, I think. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this leak. Hope also that the audio was fine, because I'm testing a new microphone, so I hope everything was good there. And yeah, have a great day, and see you back next time. Bye bye.